Dr. Stone! Oh my god. What did we say? What did we say about that time skip? We talked about that a lot.
So before we even begin, I just want to say that, this is always a running thing with me. I always like to compare which
the weekly chapters, right? Yeah.
Every manga, I'm a Jump fan. I read majority of what Jump has to offer, and I always try to gauge my personal top 3 chapters of the week.
Which authors reflects in, right?
Yeah, which authors reflects in. I have to say that Dr. Stone actually beat out One Piece for me this week, honestly.
I love One Piece. One Piece wasn't super hyped this week, so I can agree with that.
But God, I don't know. The thing is, I don't even know what about this. This chapter is okay. So I'm just gonna. Can I start gushing about my favorite parts of this chapter?
Of course, gush away, my friend.
I think one of the best things about this chapter is how he did the time skip.
Yes.
I've never seen a time skip done like this before. This shit is fucking insane.
Like a montage. Just casually, just drop that time skip on us, without.
That is crazy to me. I
didn't realize it was a time skip until halfway through. I was like, when I realized it, it was like they were like, oh, at least we'll be able to do winter sports. And the next panel, it's like, hey, look, winter sports. I'm like, uh-oh.
Bro, it's crazy to me how he made it so casually. I was so focused on them taking the photos, fixing the stuff, that I was like, wow, I didn't realize this shit was going super duper fast. Wow, it's just so well done. It's so casual, it wasn't forced and everything like that. It was just then 1 year later, I'm like, whoa, what?
It's masterfully written, and I wanted to talk about the page where they take the photo in front of the ship, right? It's everyone in front of the ship. I just got emotional. I don't even know. I'm literally at it. Writing is good when you're sitting here. I'm not kidding you. When I was reading this, which was 5 minutes ago, because I'm a procrastinator like that. I'm reading this and I'm just I got to this page with the ship, and I'm just this is so good. I said that out loud. I was like, this is so good. I don't even know why. It just is. I'm so emotional about everything that's happening. These characters, they feel connected. The journalist girl's emotions about, and I was wondering too. I was really nervous when she dropped that whole this might be our last year, and I was like, what? I was really concerned where that was going.
I thought about that too. I was like, where is she going with this? But I was like, but then they explained it. She was like, she's technically, and that's true. She was tasked with reviving people. She knows everyone's names, everyone's birthdays. She knows everyone
the best. Yeah, it's the most emotional for her.
So it got me thinking, bro, she's actually right. They've grown. They've grown together. That's they have a family now. These people are literally, sure, they don't get along, but some of them don't. But it's
I'd say even the ones that don't kind of do. It's at this point, it's like a bickering siblings relationship.
Yeah, they fought together. They fucking, started a war together.
They fucked up Tsukasa together.
They fucking, they built shit together. It's they've done so much stuff that it feels like they're one big happy family, like the Brady Bunch.
That's a fucking comparison.
It's just, so if I didn't have some toxic masculinity inside of my body, I would be crying at this page right now. But
I got a little emotional at the fucking end for sure. Because you want to know why I got emotional? Because I see where the story's going. This is like Luffy. This is in One Piece when they enter the Grand Line. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean by that? Because he's literally, notice what he says. He says, we'll come back. But he specifically said something around the other side of the world. As in, they're literally gonna boat all the way around the world. Very One Piece-esque. To how they're gonna reunite with Laboon by going all the way around the planet.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Because that's what he said. He was like, we'll come back all the way around. Let me read exactly what he said. I want to make sure I'm not being an idiot. But I'm pretty sure that was what was implied. And I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna take a long time. Because that makes me think. Here, let me see it. He says, what he ran. Okay, with 10 billion% certainty, we're going to solve the mystery of the petrification, and with 10 billion% certainty, we're going to return from the other side of the earth. Oh wait, no, maybe he means. Never mind. I might have misread that. Now I feel stupid. I thought he meant you see what I meant? My bad.
Yeah, I know what you meant. It doesn't even make it it doesn't make it any less impactful, man.
Either way, exactly. Yeah, I guess so. Less of what I meant, but more of the main emotional reason for me here is that it's going to be a while. Like I feel like this is the time where it's like, here's your main characters now are going to be the ones going off on this boat, and I feel like it's going to be a long time until we see the ones that we're leaving behind on the island again.
Yeah, so
which is getting me sad because I like them.
Bro, so I just want to quickly side tangent here. A little this Gaia 3 reference in this page 15. You probably haven't played this Gaia.
Oh, please do tell.
But when the butler's like, I had anticipated something like this might happen. So for context, for those of you who don't play this Gaia, there is a character. There's a character who's like a butler. I won't spoil anything because, spoilers, but the butler of the main character, and one of the running gags that the butler used to did is that every time the main character wanted to do something, he asked the butler, and the butler was like, I thought this might happen, so I prepared in advance. So it's just great.
It's a butler thing.
Quick fun fact, the main character is voiced by one of the greatest voice actors of all time.
Who is?
Vic Mignogna.
Oh, fuck! Dropping that controversy bomb. I'm going to stay right out of that one until the court proves legal or guilty or non-guilty.
I had to do it. I thought about it. I was like, this is control chaos. We thrive.
Thurman bringing the chaos. Like I said, court. That's all. Just court. Let the court handle it.
Anyway, this chapter was just so. I felt the characters. I felt the fucking. This is what Promised Neverland should fucking be.
It's true.
It's not.
It's true. Like it's so easy, bro. Look how easy it is when you're a good writer.
Fuck you, Emma. Senku is better than your entire fucking cast. I'm calling you out, Promised Neverland.
It's true, bro. Senku. Oh my god. Anyway, no, I wanted to talk about, let's see, a couple more things. Oh yeah, Kohaku, faster than light, confirmed.
Bro! Bro, faster than light speed!
FTL, we've scaled it! Time for death battles, Thurman.
FTL Kohaku versus fucking, I don't know. Wow,
get to think about that one. Fun fact, if you're OG fans, our old cover photo used to have Thurman, and then on his back was a little like paper kick me sign that said FTL, and that's because Thurman says that all the time.
Yeah, that was before, but now it's just the three of us
putting that on your back. Someone that, let's not name him for I don't want to get into beef, but there was just someone that used to be on the channel that did nothing.
Bro, I am shading it on everything right now.
No, but like legitimately, we shouldn't like name names. Like that's where you get into like territory of like slander and shit. If we're one day we got 10 million, fuck me, 10,000 subscribers. No, don't name fuckers.
No names. No names.
Yeah, we had some people that didn't do jobs.
One thing I really liked about this chapter is how they did the photos, right? At first, because when I read this at night, and you know how I am. I'm a night
SpongeBob clip at night.
Yeah, I'm a night owl, but sometimes I think my eyes is playing trick on me. I was like, did he change the type of art he was doing? I was like, oh no,
bro, you have to like read, like don't just read. Read. God, my favorite King of Lightning video of all time. Motherfuckers were complaining about Hunter x Hunter having too much text, and he was like, "You just read. It's not that hard. You just sit down and you read."
I had a brain. I didn't really have a brain fart. I just had a double take.
Yeah,
so
you right, like there was like a fucking Instagram filter over the whole fucking chapter.
So I was like, I really like that shit too. It made me feel like I was looking. Honestly, tell me if you agree with me on this. This felt like a final chapter type thing, right? Like an ending.
You're right. Because, I'm sure you're aware that it is chapter 99 right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's just for them One Piece parallels I was talking about. Do you know what chapter Luffy and the crew entered the Grand Line? Chapter 100. It was chapter 100 where Dragon saved Luffy. Like it was, like Dragon saved Luffy from Smoker, and Dragon was like, "Oh, go out and have your journey." and then they like approached the beginning of Reverse Mountain to get into Grand Line. That was chapter 100. So like that's clearly what they're doing. Like, oh, it's chapter 100. This is where shit really kicks off. Like all this shit before, that was some prequel shit. That was some Jar Jar Binks shit. We getting in now.
It's just felt like a God. I don't know, man. This chapter is 10 out of 10 for me. Honestly, it's just it felt like nothing really big just happened. Keep in mind, story wise, this is just them building a fucking ship in a time skip, and this chapter is still somehow good. How?
This is what you call a character-based story, not a plot-based story, not a fight-based story, not a love-based story. No. This is character-based. Okay. What's driving this plot? Characters. Okay? Like the Y-Man only showed up like 2 chapters ago, and before, like, there was a good like 15 chapters from like Tsukasa being defeated to the Y-Man where jack shit was driving the plot. There was no villains, there was no fucking goal practice. It was just the characters fucking about, and it was glorious.
It's just, man, I just can't. Oh God, it brings me back. It reminds me when I first started the series, and everyone's like, "Well, it's the Seed. Will it get axed? Will it be?"
First 15 chapters are trash, though. We all know.
It was just like,
bro, Nux Taku. Did you see Nux Taku talked about this chapter or this Dr. Stone? People got him into it.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter.
I was so happy to see that Nux Taku had my exact fucking opinion on it. Like Nux Taku. By the way. Another reason I want to meet Nux Taku one day, which, by the way, keep subscribing, and one day I'll be in a rant cafe with Nux Taku. That's my goal. That's my dream. All right. Anyway.
Nux Taku is the goat. Shout out to Nux Taku.
That's all I ask. I'll do so much just for that. Nux Taku recognition.
Such a shameless.
Fuck you.
Non-advertisement.
I'll do so much. I'll give you. What do you want? Free shirts? Free merchandise? I don't know. We don't have merchandise. We need merchandise.
Yeah. We always think about it. We just too lazy.
Where we sent some fucking random fucker a Promise Neverland volume because of a drunk David Promise.
You actually sent?
Of course we did. What do you think we are? Anyway, my main point is Nux Taku was like he literally had a video where he was like talking about first arcs in anime, and he was like talking about how first 15 chapters he was reading Dr. Stone, and he kept like talking to the people that got him into it, like, are you sure this is really not that good? And then when he got more into it, he was like, oh, okay, like that. I feel like that's how most people perceive Dr. Stone, because it does have a weak beginning for sure.
I need to watch that video. I'm baby procrastinating that video.
Yeah. I need to watch it. It's great too. Oh God. He's a shitpost master, bro. Like he just did a video on power. Did you see his power scaling video? Tell me you saw his power scaling video.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Bro, it's all shitpost. Like he's like, okay, so Foxy from One Piece shoots photons with his slow motion beam, and Luffy pre-time skip pre-hockey dodged photons, therefore making him FTL. Thank you very much. No, not They were not photons. They were like slow-mo beam photons. It doesn't count. Okay.
Are you sure?
Shut up. Yes.
The power.
And if you take that as anything other than the fucking clear parody that it is, then I will never death battle debate you again, except I have to because it's fun. God damn it.
You have to.
You're the only one that'll do it. Everyone else hates me.
You don't know if I'm trolling or if I'm being serious. You called me PewDiePie.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, any more? Oh, yeah, I also needed to talk about when they were fucking doing, like, scrapbooking, kind of, and they were, like, writing captions on the fucking photos, and Senku's caption just encapsulates who he is and why I want to be his fucking friend. It's like this perfect handwriting, like, as you can see, this is a first-generation furnace.
That shit is fucking hilarious. Like, bro, these photographs just,
And then the other thing I loved, where it was like, he's like, that's a lathe. What are you gonna make with it? A level 2 lathe. And then what are you gonna make with that? A level 3 lathe.
So, one thing I want to mention here in the bottom panel, go page 10.
Oh, is it when are you gonna talk about that weird creepy dude that like his like neck like looks at the fucking speech bubble itself?
Well, no. It's The one at the bottom where
lane,
it has.
There is Taiju fucking sneaking behind, like noticing.
Bro, I was like, wait a minute, is that Taiju or is it just like?
No, that's. I think that's Taiju, and I think Taiju's finally realizing that he's been cucked.
Like, did he die or some shit? Like, why is he Taiju? Was he killed off screen? Was also like, you're dead.
In the year he just got. Bro, if he died off screen, that would be just confirm all of our theories.
Bro, I mean, look at it. He's not in any of the photos. Yuzuriha's there, but he's not. And then fucking oh wait, never.
No, he is, because he was the power team on like when they were drawing the huge fucking thing. That was Taiju.
Page 13. Oh my god,
bro, that was so funny though.
Death flag, bro. That is a fucking death flag.
Yeah.
The author's gonna kill this man.
Here's the real question: do we know who's going on the boat yet? Is that confirmed?
I would no, I don't believe so. But
the top 5 generals, or whatever the fuck they call them.
Then they'll probably take like probably 2 or 3 of the power team, and then
take some waifus in case you need to repopulate the other side of the earth.
Big facts.
Now, here's the question though, and this is legitimately as a Taiju shit poster. I need to know this: are they going to take Taiju? That's going to be the fucking teller. Because I'm telling you, man, if the author does what I think he does and fucking does not take Taiju, it's confirmed.
So here's how they can go, right? They can either not take Taiju and his character arc is over with, or they take Taiju and they kill him off.
He or like third option, they take Taiju and make him a good character.
But that's not fun.
That's not hilarious. No, you know what I want to see? As a masochist, I want to see a moment where Chrome and Taiju at the same time come up to Senku, and they're like they start to get up on the ship, and then they look at each other, and Senku's like, only one of you can come.
Chrome.
And then Taiju and Chrome are just like, well, I guess you can pick. Don't worry, we'll give you time to think about it. And then Senku's just like walking away with Chrome already.
It's like Taiju. I was like this model, and his whole talk is like, I know it's a hard decision.
I know it's gonna be a hard decision.
Then Senku's like, all right, everyone ready? And Chrome's already on the ship.
On the ship already, and him and Taiju are doing that thing that Usopp and Luffy do, where they're like arms around shoulders, like ah. Oh,
bruh,
so funny. I need fan. If that doesn't happen in canon, I'm gonna commission it.
That shit is amazing.
That's my new favorite fucking in-joke. It's so hilarious. Oh, all right. Anything else to talk about for you, Therm?
Nah, man, I'm Dr. Stone out.
That's so funny. Oh my. Well, somehow this Dr. Stone, man, it like you got my 2 big hitters, My Hero Academia, One Piece, and then Dr. Stone just keeps fucking sneaking into our house at night and giving us the best sex.
Mm-hmm.
That good game.
And with
that.
Peace.